Hi, welcome back to Like a Wildflower. We are filming our hospital bag today. So I am currently 36 weeks pregnant. This is the 5th baby. And I just finally finished packing my hospital bag. So I'm going to share what I put inside. So first of all, I do have mine in a rolly suitcase. It's a little bit easier than a duffel bag. Sometimes people choose a tote. But I used this last time and it worked out well, especially because there are things that you're going to take home from the hospital too. They generally give you a good supply of diapers and stuff like that. So it's nice to just have the little extra space. All right. Let's open it up, see what we have in here. Here is just a quick sneak peek at the inside of my hospital bag, and I'll be linking a checklist for those of you that like to check things off as you're packing below in the description as well. Let's get started. All right, so first things first, you don't need a lot of things for the baby. Like I said, the hospital provides most of the time the diapers. You use kind of wet cloths. If you would like to bring wipes for the first few days, you totally can. But they do give you dry wipes that you have to dip in water and clean them up with. And other than that, it's mostly just a matter of keeping baby comfortable and warm. And if you want, you can have a going home outfit. Totally up to you. So I'm going to go through what I have for the baby first. All right, so the first thing I have for the baby in the bag is a pacifier. It's totally obviously up to you if you're going to even use a pacifier or not. I have had a combination of my children take one and not take one. I say bring one just in case. The hospital will advise against it if you're going to breastfeed. So be prepared to even just be able to say, hey, my choice. Okay? Know some information about them, but like I said, I'm going to have one 5th baby. I kind of know that soothing those first couple of nights can be a little bit hard. So anything that will help, I say bring with you. I have probably way more outfits than I need, but I did a combination of newborn and 0 to 3 months. All of my children have fit perfectly fine in newborn, but they do say that the baby tends to be a little bigger as you have more children. So, but I'm just going to go through what I have. So for each size, I have feety pajamas. I have, this is one of those sleep nightgowns.
Mom.
Thank you. Which basically just has the open bottom. Your baby's going to spend a good amount of time with his legs or her legs tucked up. They have been in your womb tucked up, kind of cramped. That's how they're going to stay. But mostly they're going to want to be wrapped up tight, swaddled, and warm. So I tend to like these. It just makes diaper changes in the middle of the night easier. Especially, like I said, those first few nights are going to be rough. You're going to be sore. You're going to be tired. You know, keep things simple. All right, Link. And then I just have, going home outfits, like I said again, a newborn and a 0 to 3 months, just in case. That's just me trying to over-prepare. I know that's me overthinking things, but I'd rather be over-prepared than under-prepared. So the last things I have for the baby, I have a swaddler. These are actually great for going home. They're in the car seat. Most of them come with this little slit in the back so that you can actually buckle them and swaddle them. But again, this makes it easier for nighttime. You don't have to worry about if you're swaddling right at 3 a.m. No need to stress yourself out about that. This is not my first rodeo, so I do also have a muslin blanket for swaddling. Also, if you're a little bit modest and you are breastfeeding, it's nice to have something like this just to quickly cover you and the baby up. There will be nurses and doctors in and out of your room. I'm not sure with the restrictions right now if you are even allowed to have visitors, but if you are allowed to have visitors and you live in a place where you can, people tend to pop in and out. You won't really know if they're coming or going, so it's nice to have. And then I also have, this is just a flannel receiving blanket, again, covering up, or if you're bottle feeding. I tend to use these as blankets and spit rags. They are multi-purpose and they work for both, and they're just nice to have on hand if you need an extra blanket for swaddling. Okay, all right, so that's it for baby. On to me, mom. Mom needs slightly more things. Obviously, the number one thing that you're going to want to make sure that you have, if you have a birthing plan, make sure you have that. If you need your insurance cards and your ID. So generally people have those on them because they're in your purse. But I always like to mention to have them because you will need to fill out paperwork and they will need to get you all registered into the hospital.
These are yours.
Thank you. He's sharing this candy with me.
Pink.
All right.
But this one is candy.
Oh, that's okay.
Not pink.
All right. So next, you're going to need comfortable clothes. I know that all these beautiful pictures on Instagram and Pinterest or wherever you like to scroll, they're going to have these pictures of mom looking cute with the baby and dad, and that's fine.
And we are coming too.
And that's fine. Totally bring an outfit if you plan on having photos done at the hospital. But other than that, make sure that they're comfortable. You want loose fitting clothes. Honestly, this time around, I am bringing only one pair of stretchy pants. They're like joggers, along with just a shirt, long sleeve shirt in case I get cold. This really is just in case. This is an extra outfit. I am opting to do nightgowns while I'm at the hospital. One, convenience of breastfeeding. Two, convenience of the examinations. They're gonna come and they're gonna examine your belly, and they're going to be checking on you, and also you're going to be bleeding, so you're gonna have to be changing frequently, and you don't want to be ruining a bunch of clothes either. So I say I have 2 nightgown options, and like I said, I'm doing this. You really don't need 2. I have 2 as a precaution in case I leak or something gets spilled, because I'm a clumsy person, so I'm probably gonna spill something on myself. But I have 2. I have 2 nightgowns, and they're both nursing nightgowns. One's a button up, one's not. It's just a pull to the side because I will be breastfeeding, so it will ease of breastfeeding. Access to the boobs is wonderful. So I'm also going to be bringing a bra. I'm not saying you even have to. This is generally for, like I said, comfort and possibly going home. But I wanted to mention that I recommend these sleep bras, which are, they just cross down in the front, as opposed to these ones. I have one on that clip on and off. I've had a few of the ones that clip on and off,
One
and
of
over
these.
time that clip kind of just becomes a pain in the butt, and also will just be really easy to remove. So I don't know, they don't work very well. I mean, they give you some lift, which is nice if you have a little bit bigger breasts like me. But I recommend the sleep bras instead, and these I just got from Walmart, and they're super soft. I'll try to link them below because these have been my favorite ones so far. All right, so the next thing I have are socks. I'm bringing 2 pairs of socks, like I said, just in case. Probably won't even need them. I'll also be bringing my Crocs. If you don't have Crocs, or you don't like Crocs or whatever, I happen to love my Crocs. They're comfortable and convenient, but bring some flip-flops or some slippers or some sandals. Just something that's easy to get on. You're not going to want to be bending over tying sneakers. You're not going to want to even be fussing with shoes at all. Socks are just in case. Sometimes the hospital can be a little bit chilly. You can obviously adjust the temperature in your room, but I recommend having some socks. All right, I have some washable breast pads. These are going to be strictly because if you are nursing, your nipples are going to be tender. They're just going to be sore. And in my toiletry bag, I also have some nipple cream. They will provide you some at the hospital. Most hospitals, well, I'm sure will give you some if you ask. But I am trying out some Tubby Todd Bath nipple balm. So I'm going to try this one out this time. I'm going to bring with me. I also have had success with Aquaphor. So if this doesn't work, I'll also have some Aquaphor with me. And this is just to protect my clothes from the nipple balm. So there's that. Also, my toiletry bag, typical toiletries, deodorant, shampoo, toothpaste, toothbrush. I have some dental floss just in case. Nail clippers and Q-tips. And also lotion. Bringing some lotion and chapstick. It tends to be dry in the hospital. And also, I mean, you've just kind of, your body has just gone through so much, so you're probably going to be dehydrated. Lotion, chapstick, make sure you have those just so that you can kind of not be so dry in the hospital. All right, hairbrush, that's important to have. And then the last thing I'm going to mention are diapers, adult diapers. Guys, I swear by these. The underwear that they give you at the hospital they're just kind of not helpful and really uncomfortable because you gotta insert those really, really thick pads that don't stick very well, and they're very uncomfortable. I used these last time. I actually think I used the peach ones last time. These are black ones. They have a little bit of a scent to them, which doesn't bother me, but I figured I'd mention just in case you were wondering and you don't like them. They're also low rise. I don't know what difference that will make, but the other ones didn't seem very high to me. But by far, highly recommended from me to you if you're having a baby to purchase these instead. I will be bringing a pack with me. I won't go through a whole pack most likely at the hospital, and then I have a pack at home, and it'll definitely get you through the heavier part of the bleeding afterwards. So that is my hospital bag for baby number 5. If you have any questions about any of the items that I have in here, I'll link what I can below. But also, if you have any great ideas for what you brought in your bag, hair ties. Make sure you have things to put your hair up, because you're definitely not going to want it down in your face. Makeup, like I said, if you're having those photos done. Thank you. He's giving me lip gloss to bring.
Yeah.
But like I said, your hospital bag should be about comfort and convenience. I will also be adding snacks. You don't really have readily available snacks at the hospital. I recommend having some snacks in your bag. just because you might get hungry after the time that they're delivering food, which tends to end fairly early, I believe. Yeah, and most hospitals should be like the 3 meals. You get breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So you're gonna want to have maybe something to snack on in the middle of the day. All right, so that's the hospital bag for baby number 5. Let me know the most important item that you had in your hospital bag down below too. I want to know what you brought with you. Oh, one last thing. I totally forgot. It's not in my bag yet. Entertainment. You need a phone charger. Most people will say to bring an extended cord because you're probably not going to find an outlet that's near you. Books, or I'll probably have my iPad with me. Bring those items to entertain yourself. Maybe your baby will sleep enough, but most of the time they're going to sleep during the day and you're going to be kind of bored and you're going to want something to do. So bring something to entertain yourself because the TV in the hospital room tends to be really crappy. And you're probably not going to find anything on TV. So something to watch, something to read, something to do, just something to occupy your time. And hopefully you're not in hospital too long and you get to go home quickly. Okay? Thanks for watching. Bye. Thanks for watching here at Like a Wildflower. Make sure you subscribe so that you can be the first to know about new videos.